So, I've been a mechanic for over a decade. You know, the kind of guy who loves a good oil change and the smell of gasoline. I've always been proud of my work, but it's tough when your wife's family looks at you like you're some sort of lowlife. They're all wealthy with fancy jobs and even fancier cars, and I'm just the guy who fixes their vehicles. Let me set the scene. Every holiday, I'd be the odd one out. My wife Emily would light up every time her parents talked about their vacations in Europe or their latest investment. Meanwhile, I'd sit quietly, nursing my drink, while they praised their stock portfolios. It stung a bit, but I kept my cool. I had my pride in my work, even if they didn't see it. One day, I decided to take on a side project. I'd been tinkering with an idea for an app that could help people keep track of their car maintenance schedules. You know, reminders for oil changes, tire rotations, that kind of thing. I spent every free minute coding and working with a few friends who knew the software side better than I did. Months passed, and I launched the app. I marketed it to local garages and online, focusing on the DIY crowd. To my surprise, it took off. I started getting traction, and soon I was raking in more than I ever made as a mechanic. The app became a hit, and I started getting inquiries from big companies looking to partner up. Fast forward to Thanksgiving dinner a year later. I walked into my in-laws' house, a bit more confident than before. I could see the usual glances. They were sizing me up, whispering behind my back. But this time I had something to share. Hey everyone, just wanted to let you know that my app is doing pretty well. I've partnered with a few major companies, and I'm on track to make 6 figures this year, I said, trying to keep my tone casual. Their jaws dropped. Emily's father, who always looked at me like I was beneath him, started asking questions. I could see the gears turning in his head as he realized I wasn't just some grease monkey anymore. I was a businessman. Maybe you could give us some pointers on investing, he joked, but I could tell he was serious. The rest of the night was a blur. We talked business, and I felt like I belonged for the first time. I wasn't just a mechanic. I was someone they had to respect. By the end of dinner, I could see the shift in their attitudes. Emily beamed with pride, and I finally felt like I had earned my place at the table. Now, every holiday is a different story. They still joke about my mechanic days, but there's a newfound respect. I might have started with grease under my nails, but now I'm the one laying down the law. It's funny how life works out, isn't it?